Hey yo, it's GioEra and welcome back to another Dauntless video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the new patch notes, which are 1.10.3, and these are the new patch notes coming today on 26th of May. So this is a really cool update and real big, so buckle up because this is going to be a big update. But before we go right into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot, and you can always unsubscribe later. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the patch notes. It is titled Return to Light, and let's see what it has to offer. First of all, it is the new Behemoth, LAKEY. The Allura's roars are almost musical, perhaps even beautiful. Each call is a note in symphony, rising in crescendo until a terrifying deadly finale. Allura's can create elemental glyphs that, when activated, change the Behemoth's etheric abilities. Blaze glyphs allow it to breathe hot flames. Frost glyphs allow it to summon freezing winds. The same is true for the entire etheric spectrum, save Umbral. If Behemoths are starting to draw power from all kinds of Aether, the arrival of the LAKEY could mark the next evolution of Behemoth kind. Hunter lawyers in the new Melody Converges Island event on the Paradox breaks and in various escalations. Okay, let's read more. We also get Radiant Escalation in this update, so that's pretty cool too. We're gonna check that out later. Let's go to the LAKEY's abilities and what it does. As we said, it has like different kind of elements that it chooses from. For example, Blaze glyphs allow LAKEY to breathe the hot flames, while Frost glyphs allow it to summon freezing winds. Shock glyphs can apply a shock debuff to Slayer's hit by its tail swipe, or add shockwaves to its attacks. And Terror glyphs afford the LAKEY rock spires or poison zones, depending on which attack it uses. So yeah, it also comes with its gear, as you can see right here. Okay, let's go back, which is, this Behemoth is real cool. I really like the design, and yeah. Now let's continue into the Radiant Escalation. Escalation's return travel to a distant Avelian research facility, built atop to the ruins of an ancient temple, and help solve the Chronovo for good. Uncover the secrets hidden in this place to power to get the advantage in battle. Radiant Escalation features new amps to improve your Slayer between rounds, including Homefield Advantage, which turns your banner into an inspiring support item, and Airstriker, which turns your jumps into powerful attacks. Okay, let's read more into that. So yeah, this is the Radiant Escalation map, which is, in my opinion, the best map there is by far, because of this like little design and also the stars in the sky and the moon, and yeah, I really like that stuff. Fight your way through the facility to unlock dynamic new amps. For boosting your abilities between rounds. New amps include Crash Course, Flicker, Homefield Advantage, and others. Okay, let's read into this. Crash Course is a new squad goals style amp focused on stagger damage. It brings with it an updated way of displaying squad amps in the chat box. Flicker is a moment of near invulnerability granted when you unleash your lantern's power. And Homefield Advantage lets you bring your banner into play. Flying your flag will generate a powerful aura for you and your team. Also unique to this escalation is puzzle mechanic. As you progress through the first 4 arenas, keep your eyes peeled for the hidden secrets that will give you special advantage before you enter the final arena. So this is the puzzle thing right here. When done this right, you get an extra amp, which is pretty cool. Next up for the final arena, it's gonna be the Chronovo, and yeah, for the paradox breaks, you can the event is gonna give you LAKEY instead of Chronovo, and it's gonna cost 4 chronostones instead of 8. So also I'm gonna do videos on the new Behemoth and the Radiant Escalation when it drops, and yeah, keep an eye out for that. Now let's read into the new gear of the LAKEY. Use parts from the new Behemoth LAKEY to create Glyph Weaver weapons and Spellbound armor set. Let's read the unique weapon effect. On lantern use, spawn a glyph that charges after 3 seconds. Based on your active glyph type, once charged, the glyph will break when a Behemoth makes contact. Red glyph deals 1500 radiant damage in a radius, and blue glyph grants 150 stacking shield to all slayers in a large radius, and shields expire after 25 seconds. And to change your glyph, you have to jump. Okay, pretty cool. Next up is the new perk in this new sale, which is called it's a new mobility cell, and yeah, its effect is while below 50% of your maximum stamina, gain plus 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, and 50% movement speed. Okay, I see this going to play with the Tempest Omni cell and other movement mobility cells, so yeah, that's cool. Next up is Hunt Passes, which is Shadow Slayers and Secret Assassins. Okay, this on the photo is the Shadow Slayers, and the Secret Assassins are Hunt Passes from 2019. So yeah, that's pretty cool too. Next up is the reward cache, which also brings a lot of new and cool cosmetics to the game. As you can see from the picture, it's like really cool. It's like from the gladiator type of era, and I think it looks really cool. So yeah. Next up is a heroic escalation crowning achievement, which is heroic Radiant Escalation enters the weekly rotation on June 23rd. So basically, this is a new crown for the Radiant Escalation, for the heroic Radiant Escalation. Next up is Trials Reward, Champion's Light. The Champion's Light in Lantern skin is now available at Lady Luck's shop. Players must have successfully held a place in the top 100 or Trials leaderboard to see this item on offer. So basically, you have to be on top 100 of the Trials to get this Lantern skin. Okay, cool. Next up is Chronovo. New Chronovo themed banner fabric and sigil rewards can now be earned by reaching Radiant Escalation talent level 25. Okay, the Chronovo cosmetic armor set can now be earned by reaching Radiant Escalation talent level 25, and the Chrono Slayer event pass can still be completed by slayers who have unlocked it, but it can no longer be unlocked. Updated to Chronovo's normal entry to reflect the latest events in the Shattered Tiles. Okay, now let's continue into the balance features. First up is the Escalation. Elemental variants can now appear in escalations outside that of their own element. So this means that basically all the type of elements can now appear in all the type of escalations. Replace the Strega Sonic talent with a Strega Servicer talent in all escalations. Strega Servicer grants a 15% bonus chance to get double parts from any break in the related escalation. Change the Planar Voyage modifier. Slayers in the Umbrella Realm are now unstaggerable and take 50% less damage. Every 750 damage still dealt to the Behemoth in the Umbrella Realm builds a stack. When Planar Voyage ends, all allies get a plus 10% damage buff for each stack build. Okay, really cool modifier update on that one. Change the Far Slayer's Precision Amp to increase wound damage that dealt without reducing part damage. Okay, real cool. Behemoth in its heroic escalation trials no longer have additional wound health, scaling on top of their normal power levels. Okay, and now let's continue on Paradox Breaks. Behemoth only Paradox Breaks no longer spawn with Elder Spikes or Primal Pylon modifiers, and all Behemoth on this island still drop 1 Chronostone upon defeat. Okay, activating the Paradoxian now costs 4 Chronostones instead of 8, as I said, and activating the Paradoxian now begins the Melodic Convergence Island event. Instead of Temporal Anomaly, and the Isler always spawns in the third round of Melodic Convergence. Okay, so basically the Isler replaces Chronovo in the Paradox Breaks. Next up is the Carnival Changes, mainly nerfs to it, because of it's gonna be in escalation and it's gonna be harder to get to that. And yeah, so basically it's nerfed. Shorten the damage window of all tail attacks. Reduce the speed of Chronovo's tail sweep attack. Increase the internet window for interruptible moves. Radiant PM attacks now stagger when hitting a player. Increase the duration of anticipation animation that plays when the Chronovo transforms from its knotted state to its tail swipe attacks. Slow the Chronovo snake bite attack and increase the duration of its tail. Increase the time between the Chronovo disappearing and reappearing to grab a slayer during its temporal mastication stink attack. Radiant Aether Shockwaves now trap slayers in Radiant prisons instead of applying the on fire debuff, and increase the area of effect range of the Chronovo slam attack. Okay, next up is X. Perfectly charged X strikes now also grant 50% damage reduction to the user in addition to stagger immunity. Okay, a little buff to the X is right there. Next up, a quality of life features. I'm not gonna go into detail on all of them, so you can check that out. I'm gonna leave this link in the description, so you can check that out. And yeah, I'm really excited for this new update. We have a lot of content to do, so be on the lookout. I'm gonna do, as I said, the Behemoth breakdown for Elira, and also Radiant Escalation. I have few ideas on that. Like I'm gonna do like mixing out escalation playlist. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss out on any of these videos. So yeah, this was the patch notes 1.10.3. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.